Good morning, this is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I am here at 5723 Willis Avenue in Sherman Oaks, and I am preparing to perform a video examination of the main sewer line here on the property for Jong Lee. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping that is underneath or interior to the structure. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. So I'm going to be performing my examination today from this 4-inch main sewer line cleanout. It's located in the front yard area here, just forward of our brick planter, right out in front of our main water supply. This is kind of near the front left corner below these front bedroom windows here. You look down, you'll see this brass cap sticking up out of the ground. Now, the coupling used to connect this fitting here has been kind of mangled, so I would suggest getting a new coupling on here to properly seal this fitting to the top of the cleanout riser. Pretty simple thing to do. Alright, so we'll go ahead and drop in here. What we're dropping into is an older cast iron piping. And this is going to essentially run out across the yard to the sidewalk, where it's going to change piping materials at that point. Now, these cast iron pipes were expected typically to last somewhere in the 60 to 70 year range. And what we're looking for here are any signs or any evidence of the piping material starting to fail, which is typically going to be penetrations of roots through the walls of the pipe, excessive rust in scale, bottom of the pipe starts to rot out, those type of conditions. So far what I'm seeing looks like pretty typical wear and tear and moderate to somewhat heavy rust and scale buildup, but this looks like a cast iron pipe that is still in a useful service condition. Alright, here at 22 feet we are changing from the cast iron to a vitrified clay material. The vitrified clay pipes are very common and typically the only pipe you're going to find under the street. Now, it's very common for these clay pipes to allow for root intrusions at the joint areas. Normally we are suggesting that these root intrusions can be maintained with regular sewer line cleanings, but when they are left unmaintained for extended periods, they can create blockages in the system or potentially damage a pipe. And I'm seeing a pretty good amount of soil mixed in with these roots. That's not always necessarily evidence of a break, but it can be. But unfortunately, with this amount of root intrusion here, we're not really able to see the joint or the top of the pipe there to really see if anything's been damaged. So commonly what we're going to recommend in this situation is a good thorough cleaning, get this area cleared out, and then perform a follow-up examination. And what I'll do before I finish up here, I'll go ahead and track and locate this area, find out where it is. Just in case something needs to be repaired, then I'll have an idea of the location and depth. Alright, here as we make this right turn, we're increasing from the 4-inch clay to a 6-inch clay. And now we're going to run out under the street and connect up to the public sewer near the middle of the street. Now, the clay piping material is expected to have a long service life. Being a natural material, it's not expected to deteriorate underground, but they are more brittle in nature and do have a higher potential for damage during seismic activity or earthquakes. And again, they are also susceptible to root intrusions at the joints. We got some of that occurring throughout the 6-inch pipe, but to be pretty minor in nature. And coming up here on this right turn, that's going to drop us down into our public sewer, about 55 feet from our access. So at this point there are no obvious breaks or signs of damage, but we do have that one area that's difficult to see and hard to be accurate as to the condition of that joint. So what I'm going to recommend is a good thorough cleaning of the line to remove the obstructions and as much of the roots as possible so that a clearer view can be provided for a follow-up of that area. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and conclude the video portion of the examination for today. Please do refer to my written report for the final findings and recommendations. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.